Hey everyone, and welcome back to the TalkUp English channel. I'm Brian, and I'm so excited to have you join us for another helpful English lesson. Before we get started, if you're new here or haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. We've got lots more great lessons coming your way.
Hi everyone, I'm Chloe, and I'm delighted to be here with Brian today. We have a really practical topic that I think many of you will find useful, especially if you plan on traveling to an English-speaking country.
Exactly, Chloe. Today, we're going to help a traveler who has just arrived in a new country and needs to navigate some common, everyday situations. I'm going to pretend to be the traveler, and Chloe, you're going to be my expert guide. So, here I am, just stepped off the plane.
Welcome. Welcome to our English-speaking country, Brian. I hope your flight was comfortable. What's the first thing on your mind now that you've arrived at the airport?
Well, Chloe, the first thing I need to do is get to my hotel. How do I get a taxi from here?
That's easy. Just follow the signs for taxi or ground transportation. They will usually lead you outside the terminal to a designated taxi rank or a place where taxis are waiting.
Okay, great. So I find a taxi. What do I say to the driver?
The first thing you should do is greet the driver politely. You can say hello or good day. Then you need to tell them where you want to go. Do you have the hotel address with you?
Yes, I do. It's right here.
Perfect. So you can say to the driver, hello, I need to go to this address, please. And then show them the address on a piece of paper or your phone.
Hello, I need to go to this address, please. Shows imaginary address. Got it. Should I ask about the price beforehand?
That's a very good idea. To avoid any surprises, you can ask for an estimate of the fare. You can say, could you please give me an estimate of the fare to this address? Or, more simply, about how much will it cost to get to this hotel?
Could you please give me an estimate of the fare to this address? Or about how much will it cost to get to this hotel? That's really helpful.
Yes, most taxi drivers should be able to give you a rough idea. If you feel the price is too high, you can always try another taxi, but usually the fares from the airport are fairly standard.
All right, I've arrived at the hotel. Now, how do I do the hotel check-in smoothly?
When you enter the hotel, go to the reception or check-in desk. There will usually be someone there to help you.
Okay, what do I say to the person at the desk?
First, greet them politely. You can say hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on the time of day. Then, you can say, I have a reservation under the name, your last name.
Hello, I have a reservation under the name, my last name. Easy enough. What information might they ask for?
They might ask for your identification, like your passport or driver's license. They might also confirm your dates of stay and the type of room you booked. They might say something like, could I see your ID, please? Or, can you confirm your check-in and check-out dates?
Could I see your ID, please? Or, can you confirm your check-in and check-out dates? I should have that information ready. What if I have a question about the hotel facilities, like the Wi-Fi?
That's a good question to ask at check-in. You can say, could you please tell me the Wi-Fi password? Or, where is the breakfast area located? Or, does the hotel have a gym?
Could you please tell me the Wi-Fi password? Where is the breakfast area? Does the hotel have a gym? These are important questions for any traveler.
Yes, and after they process your check-in, they will usually give you your room key and tell you the room number. They might say something like, here is your key card. Your room number is 305 on the 3rd floor.
Here is your key card. Your room number is... I should listen carefully for the room number and the floor.
Exactly. And don't hesitate to ask if you have any other questions, like about local transportation or nearby shops. The hotel staff are usually very helpful.
Okay, I've settled into my hotel room and I'm starting to feel a bit hungry. How do I go about ordering food and water at a restaurant?
When you go to a restaurant, you will usually be greeted by someone at the entrance. They might ask, table for one or table for two, depending on how many people are with you. You can just answer with the number.
Table for one, please. Got it. Then what happens?
They will usually lead you to a table and give you a menu. The menu is a list of the food and drinks the restaurant offers, along with their prices. Take some time to look through it. When you are ready to order, a waiter or waitress will come to your table and ask, "Are you ready to order?" Or, "What can I get for you?"
Are you ready to order? Okay, how do I order food?
You can say, "I would like to have the name of the dish, please." For example, "I would like to have the pasta with tomato sauce, please." Or you can simply say, "I'll have the name of the dish, please."
I would like to have the pasta with tomato sauce, please. That sounds good. And how do I order water?
For water, you can say, "Can I have some water, please?" Or, "I'd like a glass of water, please." They might ask if you want still water or sparkling water. Still water is regular water without bubbles, and sparkling water has bubbles.
Can I have some still water, please? Or I'd like a glass of sparkling water, please. Good to know the difference. What if I have a question about the food on the menu?
Don't hesitate to ask. You can say, "Excuse me, what is in the name of the dish?" Or, "Could you tell me if the name of the dish is spicy?" The waiter or waitress will be happy to help.
Excuse me, what is in the chicken soup? That's a useful phrase. What happens after I order?
You wait for your food to be prepared and brought to your table. When you have finished eating and you want to pay, you can say, "Excuse me, could I have the bill, please?" Or, "Check, please."
Excuse me, could I have the bill, please? Or check, please? Got it. And then I pay.
Yes, you can usually pay with cash or a credit card. The waiter or waitress will bring you the bill and you can give them your payment. They will then bring you your change, if any.
Now, Chloe, I'm getting more comfortable. I'd love to explore the area. How do I ask for recommendations about the best local restaurants and tourist spots?
There are a few ways you can do this. You can ask the hotel staff, as they usually have good local knowledge. You can go back to the reception desk and say, "Excuse me, could you recommend some good local restaurants?" Or, "What are some popular tourist spots I should visit?"
Excuse me, could you recommend some good local restaurants? What are some popular tourist spots? That's a good start. Where else can I ask?
You can also ask people you meet during your travels, like shopkeepers or people at cafes. You can say, "Excuse me, I'm visiting the area. Do you know of any good restaurants nearby?" Or, "What are some interesting things to see or do around here?"
Excuse me, I'm visiting. Do you know of any good restaurants nearby? People are usually happy to help, I hope.
Most people are very friendly and willing to give recommendations. When they suggest a place, you can ask follow-up questions like, "What kind of food do they serve?" Or, "How do I get there?"
What kind of food do they serve? How do I get there? These are important follow-up questions. Should I also ask about safety?
It's always good to be aware of your surroundings. You can ask the hotel staff or locals for general safety tips about the area. They can advise you on which areas are best to avoid at night, for example. You can say, "Could you give me some tips on staying safe in this area?"
Could you give me some tips on staying safe? That's a very sensible question.
Yes. And when you get a recommendation for a restaurant or tourist spot, it's always a good idea to write down the name and the directions if possible.
Okay, I've had a wonderful day exploring and trying some local food. Now I'm feeling tired and want to get back to the hotel to rest. What's the easiest way to do that?
Depending on where you are and the time of day, you have a few options. If you are not too far from your hotel and the weather is nice, you can walk back. This is a great way to see more of the city.
Walking sounds nice if it's not too far. What if it is further away?
You can take a taxi again. You can usually find taxi stands near popular tourist spots or restaurants, or you can ask someone to call a taxi for you. You would just repeat the process we talked about earlier. Tell the driver your hotel address and maybe confirm the fare.
So just say, please take me to this address? Exactly. And in many cities, there are also public transportation options like buses or trains. If you are comfortable using public transport, this can be a more affordable way to get around. You can ask the hotel staff for information about the local bus or train routes and schedules. You could say, could you please give me some information about the local buses? Or, what's the best way to get to location? By train.
Could you please give me information about the local buses? Or what's the best way to get to location by train?
I should definitely look into the public transport options if they are available.
Yes. And if you're using a map app on your phone, that can help you find the best way back to your hotel, whether it's walking, taking a taxi, or using public transport. Just make sure your phone is charged.
Good point about the phone battery. So walking, taxi, or public transport are the main options for getting back to the hotel.
Yes, choose the option that feels most comfortable and convenient for you at the time. And once you are back at your hotel, you can relax and get ready for another day of exploring.
Wow, Chloe, thank you so much. These tips have been incredibly helpful. I feel so much more confident about navigating practical situations in an English-speaking country now. You've covered everything from getting a taxi at the airport to ordering food and finding my way back to the hotel.
You're very welcome, Brian. I'm so glad I could help. Remember, everyone, the key is to be polite, speak clearly, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Most people are happy to assist you.
And that's all the time we have for today's lesson. We hope you found this dialogue useful and that it gives you the confidence to handle real-life situations when traveling.
If you did, please give us a thumbs up and share this video with your friends who are also learning English.
And don't forget to subscribe to the TalkUp English channel for more helpful videos like this one. We have new lessons coming out all the time to support your English learning journey.
Thank you all for watching and happy travels.
See you next time.
Bye for now.